Still February, still Black History Month, and we're celebrating change makers who are making history still today.
I sat down with Metropolitan Community College's first Black chancellor about her experience.
Dr. Kimberly Beatty has been the chancellor at Metropolitan Community College since 2017.
A couple of people have said Madam Chancellor, and I'm not responding because I'm not quite used to it.
She's the first African American to hold that title at the college. Now, 8 years later.
But it feels good knowing it's almost a recognition of the respect that comes along with the role and the accomplishments that come along with the role.
She shares the accomplishments.
Having Henry Louis Gates here for this community, being able to create a citywide event like the Martin Luther King event, expanding our footprint to meet the needs of the workforce in Kansas City, and putting a site right on the bus line with the Advanced Technology Center on Truce.
During this year's Martin Luther King luncheon, it was an emotional moment for Dr. Beatty when she shared her upbringing. Part of what she said was, quote,
"Who would have thought a little girl raised by a single mother in Pittsburgh on assistance would become chancellor of such a great institution?" It still amazes me.
A childhood Dr. Beatty is proud of.
My mother raised me, and we didn't have a whole lot, but I didn't know it. But now when I reflect on it, who would have thought? I could have been a statistic.
She's had encouragers along the way.
I attribute that to mentors. I attribute that to strong values. I attribute that to my mother. And I attribute that to being at an HBCU.
And her husband, Kelvin.
Kelvin told me, "You are enough." Often when I can't see it for myself, he can see it. And so when he said to me, "You are enough," it was like in my face, like, you've got to believe that.
And she showcases that every day.
And that's what it means for me, for anybody out there, that you've got to believe that you are enough.
Dr. Beatty says in terms of her legacy, she hopes the MLK event held in January will just continue to evolve and be a staple in the Kansas City community. She also wants to be remembered for creating a place for anyone who wants to further their education in school to be able to do so. We'll be right back.